You've shattered the glass ceiling at home. Now it's time to do it at work. I'm career coach Mo Faul, and I've helped thousands of women shatter the glass ceiling in all areas of their life. And I'm going to tell you a secret that most women may not know, and you might be one of them that doesn't know this. Most households in this country, the female is the breadwinner. I know, guys, you can swipe ahead if you don't like that. The truth is, women have outpaced earnings over the last 20 years, and they are leading head of household earners. But let me tell you this, they don't act like it. You've got pressure and burden to keep your job and to keep successful. And as women, we didn't really learn those things when we were growing up. We learned about connecting with others, being generous, sharing, and really making life feel good and be pleasant for all of us. As a breadwinner, you have to add some ingredients that you might not be as comfortable with. And I think you know what those are. That is taking charge. That is taking control. That is claiming your power and your worth and being able to direct things at work coming from your authentic self. You see, the problem is that so many women try to act in their power like they've seen men do, and it just doesn't work that way. But as the breadwinner, hitting that glass ceiling, shattering it at home, but still not being able to fully yield your power at work, you have to get aligned with who you truly are as a powerful professional woman. And that means really getting to know who you are on the inside. In the work I do with professional women over the last 10 years, and by the way, one of the reasons why I do this work is because in my successful executive career, I saw a woman continuing to fail, fall behind, and not take opportunity because they were afraid they couldn't handle the burden. And I'm going to tell you this, when you move up the career ladder, the burdens get less because you have a bigger team and you have more qualified people below you, resources all around you to leverage into that. But if you're not taking your power to the next level, you're going to be holding yourself back. And your boss might be wondering why at the senior manager, director, senior director, VP, senior VP level, that you're not acting in accordance with that title, with that power, with that ability to delegate and to move resources and people around to achieve outcomes. So often as women, we're afraid to piss off people. We're afraid of being seen as the bitch at work. We don't quite know how to hit that gear. And there's an overused term that's out there called the imposter syndrome, which basically means you don't exactly line up internally with the power that you have in the world and in your life. And when you see that paycheck coming in your bank, are you feeling aligned with not only that role, but the fact that you could do more? As women, we're already nearly 25% of the earners over 200K. So if you're making more than 200K, likely 3 out of every 4 people in your meetings are men. You might be feeling outnumbered. You might be feeling like you don't belong there. You might be feeling like, why am I here? And let's just say it this way. Sometimes men aren't comfortable either. Sometimes they don't know how to handle us at our power. And we begin to try to be a get-alonger, a people pleaser, or perhaps you're overworking and being a perfectionist to make sure that you don't make any mistakes, because you might be thinking at that level of power, you can't afford a mistake. And you know what? That's going to freeze you into being less than. Once you shatter that glass ceiling at home and are the breadwinner, it's time to take full power and full authentic worth into the workplace. To be the one who knows how to organize, deploy, delegate, make decisions, and be a powerful leader. You don't have to be bossy and bitchy in order to do that. And as a matter of fact, you might be tempted to do that thinking that's the only way as a woman that you can be in charge. You might also be a little bit hesitant because you may have seen other women being that way when they're in charge and thinking to yourself, I never want to be like that, so I can't possibly be a powerful executive. Well, I'm going to tell you this. I had the same dilemmas in my successful executive career, and I had to work through them with my coaches, with my power, opening up and figuring out who I truly was in a way that allowed me to be powerful and successful the more I moved up the career ladder. You know, one of the things that I don't really like to admit, and that is my breast cancer journey, is what brought me to the truest parts of myself that finally unleashed those power gears inside of me. I don't want any woman to have to go through that deep soul searching of a process, or to have something that horrible in life to get to the truth about who you are. You have likely left behind some of the power gears inside of you because they may have been pushed aside because you were told not to be certain ways at work. It's time that you unleash that internal self and break through on all of the glass ceilings at work and at home, with your family of origin, with your friends. No more hiding that you're the highest earner when you're hanging out with your friends. No more hiding that you have a big fancy job and you're afraid to admit who you are. Being fully aligned with your power means that you are the same person at work and at home and with your friends, and when you have to rush to the hospital when one of your parents has a terrible health concern. Recently, I had to go through that myself. And when my mom needed something a little extra in the ER when she fell, I stepped into my power knowing my full worth as her advocate. And if I didn't do the soul work, I wouldn't have been able to do that. I would have held back. But you know what? I shattered the glass ceilings in my career and in my life. I really want every woman on this planet to do the same, because you're going to be called not only to bedsides of your parents, your kids, your siblings, your friends, your family, but you're going to be called to be a higher version of you as you navigate this magnificently multiple dimension life that we live in, with all the stimulation coming your way. If you're not in your power, the external world will control you. The external world will scare you, and you will be pushed into a smaller version of you. I know that you don't want that. And my mission in life as a career coach and as a woman empowerment coach is to help as many women as possible not only shatter the glass ceiling at home being the breadwinner, but to shatter the glass ceiling at work, being the powerful, awesome human being that you are without being afraid of it, without being in imposter syndrome, without being perfect and having to navigate not making mistakes. You're going to make mistakes, and when you're powerful, you know it, and you just shrug them off as you are moving forward into achieving absolute wonderful things at work, empowering others, helping others be powerful, and helping your company make money and serve their clients. It's the most amazing feeling when you're in your power and you don't have a glass ceiling holding you down and compressing you. Free yourself up, become soul powered. I'm going to teach you how to do that so that for the rest of your life, you can be empowered as a professional woman, as a breadwinner, as an awesome friend, an awesome sister, a daughter, and a partner. Learn how to be soul powered. Follow my work. We'll see you on the other side.